Okay, lovely ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 10-day Creative Lead Blitz Challenge, where we are now talking about qualifying our prospects. We've generated all these hot leads, and now we're going to be contacting them, qualifying them, nurturing them, and actually transitioning them into our service, into this beautiful giveaway offer that we've created. So just to recap, in the last video, you should have posted a really amazing offer that's gone out, been interacting with loads of people, got a bit of a buzz and got people signing up for it. If for whatever reason you haven't, that's okay too. We will come back to that in a bit and about what that means and what you can do. But for the moment, let's imagine this. I'm hoping you've got at least a few people that have expressed an interest. And we're going to talk about how to, as I said, transition and start to convert them. So what is going to happen is, let me share my screen with you. Let me share my screen with you. Here we go, it's coming. Okie doke, hopefully you can all see that. So, contacting and qualifying potential clients. Now, this is where we're bridging our marketing efforts of the sale into the sales phase. So you've done your marketing and now selling. We've created the demand. And now we're helping people actually buy these gorgeous things you have to offer. This is where we're starting to have real life conversations. It's getting real, right? Yippee! Be excited for yourself. Now, there can be some mindset stuff come into play if you let it, but we've done so much work on your mindset now, right? You know that you're offering amazing stuff. You shouldn't be terrified of the messenger function because you've been using it, you've been engaging with it and building relationships and having conversations. So any little niggling voices that come up inside your head, lovingly tell them to shut up. We're not being nasty and telling them to shut up or F off. We're just lovingly reassuring them that it's okay, we've got this, right? You've got this, I believe in you. And we're just simply talking, right, this is the frame we're putting on it. We're simply talking to nice people who've shown an interest in what we've got to offer and who may significantly benefit by purchasing them. So it said in my best French accent. So I'll try again. They may benefit significantly by purchasing them. Yeah, I didn't take French at school. All right, moving swiftly on. We're going to message everyone that's engaged in your post in some way and thank them for doing so. Gratitude is so powerful. Everyone loves a good thank you. Absolutely no harm in doing that whatsoever. Mention you've had a wonderful response to the post, and would it be okay to ask them a couple of questions to decide who wins the free places? Now, depending on your approach to numbers, I still, even the first couple of people that respond, that's still to me a wonderful response. We're not talking about quantity when we're deciding whether it's wonderful or not, right? If you've been overwhelmed by the responses, like literally you've had floods of people coming in, you can be very honest about that and say you've had a flood of people coming in. If you've just literally got one or two, you can say, I'm so grateful for the people that have responded, and would it be, because we are still grateful for every single person and every single kind of response. So you can be totally honest about that and be excited and hopeful. You know, ask them a couple of key decisions, decide whether they're a good fit to work with you. Now, in the sales world, right, we call this qualifying our clients. And I think this is a really interesting mindset shift, a different perspective on this. That we're not going out there and begging our clients, right, that we're desperate to work with them. They are excited about working with us, and now we need to decide whether they're a good fit. It needs to be a good match on both sides. They need to, be able to get on board with the way that we work and our personality and the different requirements that this is going to have for them. And they, they also need to like us, right? They need to like us and we need to like them. So, for example, when I've done the pro bono challenges before, and you'll see these are the questions we ask. You might have some different boundaries that you want to set around them. But you would ask, this is good for services and skills. You might need to adapt it slightly for kind of events and stuff. But essentially, they'll all revolve around these questions, right? So what would you like your skill or service to help them achieve? Oh, well, if they're planning an event, I'd love to have an amazing wedding where I've all of my 500 guests are catered for, and they think it's awesome. Or in the coaching industry, and the movement mentors that I work with, helps deal with pain. I've got a really bad shoulder ache and I want it gone because I want to go on holiday and be pain-free. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do they really want it? The answer should be 10. The answer should be 10. You'll say that one more time. The answer should be 10. Would they be happy to tell others about it if they see the benefit? Yes. And are they ready to start immediately whenever your start date is? There are some other variations of that as well. So, for example, when for me, qualifying people, I always ask how coachable they are. That is a big thing for me because I am a coach, right? If you're a coach, I suggest you put that question in. How committed are they to achieving that as well? These questions have slightly changed since I did my last one. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much they really want it, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are they to that goal? You should have. I'll try and pop in a few little examples for you where you can see some different chat conversations. The idea is it's a short, sharp, sweet exchange. We're not giving them loads of time to go away and think about their answers. Ask them, and I've seen this done where people have been going backwards and forwards via email and they've gone off platform and been waiting for ages. No, they are not like hot clients for you. These are not like, wow, I want it. These are like, wait, not wasting your time. Definitely not. But they're not. These are people that can afford to take your time, and they can therefore afford to pay for the full service that you offer. That's cool. That's fine. But what we're talking about is creating a momentum and a buzz and speed. You would have maybe heard me say, if not, you're honoured and blessed to hear it for the first time today, that success is in the speed of implementation. Write that down for me, please. Success is in the speed of implementation. So we're not looking for people that want it next year or in a couple of months. We're looking for people that are hot to trot, they're ready, they're motivated, and they're excited. So just contain them within, have you got 10 minutes now for me to ask you a couple of questions? They say, no, I'm going to need 10 minutes once I put the kids to bed later. Perfect. They say I'm going to need 10 minutes next week. So, okay, that's fine. We'll arrange to chat then. It's cool. You don't need to discount them. But in the meantime, carry on working your leads and deal with that as you go. If the offer has already gone by then more for them. They've lost it. I hope that makes sense. Are they ready to start immediately? They must be ready to start immediately. It destroys the whole point if not. Then you thank them and reassure them it all sounds great. Let them know that you'll be back in touch within 24 hours once you've had a chance to review everyone's responses. Now, this is quite important. It says it on the worksheet. Do not put anywhere in your marketing that it's the first 3 people or 6 people or 10 people or how many people you're planning on working with, because that could lead to disappointment. And also it kind of, you know, it undermines your marketing effort a little bit, because if it's only going to be the first 3 people, then why would, you know, all the other 50 people that might be interested volunteer themselves? It's, you're going to be personally selecting the people that you want to work with the most and you believe you can get, you know, the best results for, or the, you know, do the most magnificent designs for, or you know, whose artwork you think is going to look best on, you know, their walls or their galleries or whatever. So just give yourself a bit of space to be like, you'll let them know within 24 hours what you know, what the outcome is. And depending on what the outcome is, obviously if you're good to go, then you move straight into booking the consultation call. And if you think that they're not going to be the best fit, then you offer them something really generous and really rewarding, and you know, as a thank you. That might be like a little paid something, but it's at a massive discount. Because you're still being super generous. Hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions, let me know. You can ask me in the Facebook group. You can also book in for one of the clinics, and you can see some of the pages around when the next clinics are. Or indeed, if you wanted to, you could book me in for a power hour. Okay, let's move on to the worksheet that you're going to need to do. Creative leads challenge. So qualifying your leads. This is pretty much a recap of everything we've just covered. And let me just see. Yeah. And so you've got your step-by-step instructions there. So that just leaves me to say this is a little bit of a shorter message, and a little bit of a shorter lesson, because the last one was pretty long. So yeah, I won't keep you. Go and get on with it, peeps. Go and get on with it. Go smash it. Ready, steady, go.